Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Plunder Panic. Plunder Panic is developed and published by Whirlwind Games and released on September 16th, 2022 for a price of $19.99. So what is Plunder Panic? Simply, it's a pirate-themed party game that you can play either online or local, with or without bots as well to adjust the game, where you basically choose a pirate crew. So you start out the game here, you pick one of six characters on either side. You have a few basic buttons, X to pick up things, fight things, depends on your sword, and different things. And then you can also add in AI. And you simply just play these battles between pirate crews with one of four goals that you want to do. You want to get enough gold that's kind of indicated on the center mast of your ship. You need to kill the enemy captain of the ship X amount of times, which is represented by flags kind of up on top of the ship. Or you need to get enough cannon hits on a ship, which is 3, or the last and fourth options you can see is a little rowboat down below where you can try to, take a thing full of TNT to the enemy ship and blow it up. Now, all while you're doing this is there's just extreme chaos while you're playing as you're trying to be the first team to complete said objective and get that done for your team. Now, this game really develops to be a interesting little challenge of a game, but then quickly turns into a very just chaotic mosh pit of crazy fun. I kind of liken it to the kind of action and capabilities if you're playing like Smash or really any like party battle brawler game like that. But it's also just like the same sense of just crazy chaoticness while you're trying to be the first team to do one of four things, and you keep track of so many different things. And it's just a lot of fun. Now, the game, although it's crazy and chaotic, doesn't have any round timers or anything. It's you go until one of the objectives is done, and then if you're the first one to complete said objective, you then get to reap said reward. And if you don't complete the objectives, you simply just play another round. Maybe you'll get to try to defeat the enemy the way they defeated you again, or you're just going to fail miserably with your newest approach on whatever efforts that you kind of push toward. And, it's an interesting little balance of time management and, you know, focus, but just pure chaotic craziness all at once. And for me, it's been a really fun and enjoyable game that just doesn't seem to stop and end. And it's just, I don't really know how else to say, pure chaos. It's just never ending and never stopping, and it's just a lot of fun. Achievement wise, the achievements are all over the place. You basically just need to do a bunch of different things, win certain modes a certain amount of time, and basically play the game. So nothing too difficult there. As far as visuals, I love this kind of bit style, not bit style visuals of the game. That flow really well, and I love the way the game kind of presents itself. You'll get occasionally random scenes, but it's pretty much the same aesthetic approach for every game. There are different levels, as you'll see here. We'll load into another stage, and those are all completely random when you're playing. And all it really does is rearranges things like where the cannons are, and different things that you work on in the game. But it's nothing that's overly impossible or difficult to get going in the game. Um, but it's still enjoyable. As far as controls, it's extremely simple. You can literally hit start here. All your options are here. You have a couple special moves. You don't really use them too much in the game. The most of what you're going to do is just moving with your analog stick, jumping, and then hitting X to either do the action or load a cannon or swing your sword. The other kind of abilities I don't find myself using at all in the game. So, maybe you'll become a skilled Plunder Panic player, but for me, it's not really my playstyle for the game. But maybe it'll become yours. Who knows? As far as just the sheer level of replayability, just the chaotic, approach of how this game works, is just interesting nonetheless. Because things just go and go and go and don't stop. It constantly keeps you just going and trying to see what's the next thing you can work on, what's your next task, that you've got to do. And you know, it's just a rinse and repeat kind of approach in the game for when you're playing. As far as anything else, you know, there's not a whole lot to really discuss further in the game. You know, it's got local multiplayer, it's got online multiplayer, and you know, everything else is still pretty much identically the same. Outside of that, you know, it's just rinse, repeat, play the game. Hope you enjoy. There you go. Um, but yeah, outside of that, as far as an opinion of the game, I do enjoy Plunder Panic. I've had a lot of fun playing this game, and you know, it's not been a game that's been just like, oh, this is super boring or anything. It's been something that has been, you know, a fun little party-esque game. You know, I haven't really got to play online too much. Not too many people I know have the game, but you know, maybe you might find more people that have the game on your end. But outside of that, though, you know, it is an enjoyable and fun experience. That's more just a chaotic party. It's just meant to be a game. I think that the average gamer just pops out, plays with a group of friends that have a bunch over. Maybe you're celebrating like the 4th of July, or you got friends over for a gaming party session. You know, it's not a game that wants you to take itself too seriously. It's just a game that wants you to play it and just have fun playing it. And that's really what's here in the game and what the game's trying to sell you on. So just remember when you're playing, you know, just focus on those tasks. Don't try to play every angle all at once. Try to play as many angles as you can, but don't be afraid to, you know, just retreat and play defensive. You know, right up front too. As far as an opinion of buy, sell, or pass, you know, I'm gonna recommend if you are into party-esque games and you have a player base who will play and enjoy these games, this is definitely a game to pick up and play. If you have a group of friends to play the game with, I would also suggest it. I'm not seeing too many looking for group sessions, so I would more maybe stick to, if you think you'll have friends locally, this is probably a game for you. But if you're relying solely on online multiplayer, I think you might fall a little short with finding people to play with, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is kind of the nature of games like this, especially coming in at a $20 price point. Who knows, maybe this game could thrive and succeed if it maybe one day falls on Xbox Game Pass, which is a spot where I think this game could really shine with, but you know, it is what it is with where it's at right now. You know, so there's really no, you know, adjusting that approach. It's kind of landed where it wants to land, and it'll stay where it wants to stay. Outside of that, though, that is kind of my thoughts on the game. If you want to know more, see more gameplay, please let me know down below in the comments. I know we've got some additional footage of the game on the channel, so you can see a little more gameplay sessions where I'm not just trying to think about talking and playing, where I actually, you know, play the game, so it makes it a little easier to kind of follow and get a better opinion of that style. Outside of that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you have any questions, want to know more, please let me know down below in the comments. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. We'll go ahead and finish off this round too. Let's see, why not? Let's see, what are we at? We've got no pirate ship hits. We've got a lot of their captain flags down, so if we can keep killing their captain, that's probably the best route for us to get a win, which would be great. So we'll see if we can't keep him going down. We got our guy here that's also laying waste to him down below with me with a sword, which is awesome. So I think this will probably be what leads us to victory. So we'll just keep working at that here. In one more death on the captain, and that will clutch us that win. They don't really have anything nicked at us. We are kind of all fighting a little bit. And there we go. There's the captain. We defeated this game. This round is over. The victory is ours. Hopefully you consider picking up this game if it seems like it's your playstyle. Outside of that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time.